Hello, everybody. Welcome to Movie Reviews with Jess Prez, featuring long allegorical digressions and symbolic analysis that doesn't. It may be frustrating for you, but it's very fun for me, okay? So here we go. I'm reviewing Mojin, the Lost Legend, a movie that's like a tomb raiding blockbuster from China from like 2015. And apparently this movie made more money in China than The Force Awakens did. So that's, kind of impressive. Makes you wonder. I didn't know that before I started watching it. Actually, the way I found out about this movie was I stopped into a restaurant here in Taiwan to eat just a bowl of noodles and soup, and they had a TV playing a movie on, and it looked really cool. I remember looking at it and looking at there was just a shot of these people in this like underground scene, and there was a bunch of bridges, like, decrepit bridges they had to walk across, and just a big panning shot of this really ominous looking place with a group of people who are all kind of wandering through this area, and all I could think of immediately was like, oh my god, it's like Lord of the Rings. Is this like Chinese Lord of the Rings? This looks amazing. I'm super psyched about this. Among the other things that caught my attention was, the appearance of, this feng shui compass. I have one here. I bought it in China, actually. And you'll see, it's kind of, you see that little needle in the center is like it kind of works like a compass. You can't see it turning exactly right there. But it's got this ring in it right here. And that turns. And you use this. I don't know how to use this, actually. I'm not going to try to explain how to use this. But in the movie, they use this by pointing out these inner circle, the bagua, they call them, which they have different formations. And they kind of look like I Ching hexagrams. But they use them to represent, cycles in the Chinese zodiac, I guess. Horse and dragon and dog and stuff. And they use it in their, quest to divine the correct direction in these tombs. So the thing is that the movie follows three people, the Mojin who are like tomb raiders, and they've all they're held together by a bond of, raiding tombs, I guess. I don't know. There's many funny things about this movie, which I was ready for going into it. I feel like I saw it when I was watching it in the restaurant. I saw, there's a bumbling group of people who are in the back, and they're part of the team, and then there's two main people who are very beautiful, notably, and they're romantically involved, as you will find out. And then there's a group of people with them who are kind of not so good, they're evil, but they're kind of forcing them to do the exploration of this tomb. Anyway, I don't want to give away too much in this particular movie review, and just to say that it was a really great movie, and reminded me a lot of Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and those kinds of movies. Actually, other people say it's like Lara Croft's Tomb Raider, but I never saw that one, and this one still feels like a Chinese Indiana Jones movie. It does have, the one main guy character is totally a guy. He's kind of this. He's pretty obvious, they go on a series of adventures, trying to first showing you the Mojin Shaowei and their experience in the tombs and how they raid tombs. But then there's these leaps into the past where you find out that two members of the Mojin Shaowei are actually they worked, or they were part of like a revolutionary cadre in Mao's like Cultural Revolution in the revolution and communist revolution. So yeah, it's like they're part of like a peasant band of political revolutionaries. They're both in love with the same woman, and she really only likes this one guy who's the prettier guy, and so they have like a big dilemma there between the two characters. And you know, this is the thing about like some of the Western movie reviews. They kind of diss this movie. I feel like it's only because it's Chinese, frankly. I feel like that's the only reason you have to like really diss the movie this bad, because like some of the other these reviews are that, oh, you know, it was really shallow, it was overly long, there was these like digressions where it kept jumping back into the past to show like the origins of the Mojin Shaowei, and notably the movie is based on like a series of books. And so it really indicates to me that there's probably some kind of sequel in the mix here. Is ripe for a sequel for sure. Just like National Treasure. National Treasure is probably a good comparison as well to this one. Maybe closer on like the political ideology level. But anyway, the point is. It's a really exciting movie. It's just like a blockbuster. Like I said, you know, don't go in expecting to like have a really intense, like emotional, I don't know, deep emotional experience. This is very much about like zombies, fighting zombies, stuff that explodes, and you know, just yeah, that's the basic. It's the basic scenario here. So, definitely watch the movie. There's definitely like examples online that I found, and also, yeah, I mean, I want to do a further analysis. I'll do another analysis in which I like don't spoil the movie too much for you. It's because there's a lot of like allegory going on here that I think is pretty interesting to talk about. So, I'm gonna jump to the next one. You can look for my other movie review, the allegorical movie review, in a link here. I'll put a link here somewhere, and yeah, you can check that out. But watch the movie first. Watch the movie first, then you can check out the allegory thing, because I'm gonna totally spoil this movie for you. If you're worried about that sort of thing, don't do that. Don't click the link. Don't do it. But like and subscribe. Okay. See you soon.